Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Aries the Emperor here, back with another general reading for the Aries collective. If you are new here, welcome. This is an all Aries channel for all Aries placements. Cross watchers are welcome as well. Okay, just take in mind that this reading may or may not resonate with everyone. All right, so do not force it. Okay, you read the title. The secret is for you. Okay, but most importantly, it is about you. But after I get done, it will be secret no more. All right, let's get into it. Thank you guys, to everyone who likes and subscribes to the channel. Thank you to those of you who donate and book personal readings. I do still have readings to get out to you guys. I've gotten out quite a few, so if I haven't gotten back to you yet, just you may be next up, okay? And to those who shop the vegan candle shop, thank you all as well. If you would like to connect with me, I'll leave all of my info in the description box down below, okay? So let's get started. All right, we have the Empress is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Currently, we are Sun in Virgo, Moon in Taurus. And thank you guys to all of the birthday wishes for my little one, and all of those who donated to him as well. But we have the Empress here, which is Taurus energy, okay? Moon in Taurus at this time here. I feel like there's something being whispered about you, about the way that you carry yourself. Your demeanor, I feel like it really stands out. You're someone I feel who is very rare, they don't make them like they used to, you're one of those, from the classic, Dorothy Dandridge eras and the, Audrey Hepburns and it's just, a classic woman, and, I feel like it's being whispered, people can't really put their finger on it, but there is something about your presence. And this can be masculine, and feminine. We both have both, as divine. But it's just an air about you. It could be like a Billy D. Williams type of, classic vibe here. Am I going back too far with the character? I mean, with the history? Oh, well, do your research. All right. These are classic figures that I can remember in my head growing up, the James Dean, that type of thing here. Those are classic. All right. You get my drift, but it's something rare about you, and I feel like people could really learn a thing or two from you just from being around you, if they really pay attention. And I feel like they are paying attention, but this is something, just like the moon is in Taurus, this is something that's being said behind your back, and it's also putting someone or putting people in an emotion, because the moon is about water, it is rules over Cancer, right? So this is I feel like this is, you take people to an emotional place, a nostalgic type of time that they're not expecting, but it's something very beautifully felt after leaving your presence. It's definitely something that secretly they carry with them. Okay, let's keep going. We have the Knight of Swords, Gemini energy. All right, I feel like people are more possessive over you than you think. I feel like people will come to your defense. Not so much like to say in your defense, but I feel like just like you have people who hate on you, and say negative things and make up shit, on the same hand, you do have, I feel like if who is in your circle, they're gonna stand up and they're gonna speak up for you, It may be few, I'm not saying that it's a lot, because I feel like, of course, it's more people projecting or that like to project on you. And this is not even to your face. I really feel like, once again, this is somebody who is, it's like the saying goes, beating a dead horse. It's going on deaf ears. You are radiating in this right here. And that's what's most importantly being spoken about. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, the changes you have made. I feel like people are maybe looking and noticing, because they say people see change in you, others see change in you before you see it in yourself. You could just be working with your head down and really focusing on your future, not just the future, but the now as well here, because we have to start here in order to make necessary changes for something to be better for you, or for something to grow for you. And I see people, it's like an energy of ears perking up, or others noticing that, hey, you're a little different than you were a month ago or 2 months ago, or it's just like maybe people asking around as well here, is this really what's happening with the collective here, or just nosy people, and like I mentioned here, it's just the energy as well of, I feel like people who once maybe had an opinion that you listened to or took into consideration here, they no longer have that opinion to be able to share with you. So it's like they still have these opinions, but they got to go and tell it to whoever will listen. It's that type of energy. They want to communicate, but would you look at here, 5 of Pentacles, ain't no way, baby. Keep it moving. All right. It's being talked about, ties you could have cut with people. It's almost like, the blind leading the blind. Maybe somebody should have listened to their own intuition and their own brain, instead of following Pinky. So, or which one was it? Pinky in the brain? You catch my drift. It's just giving me an energy of that. People beat themselves up, when they are alone, or when they feel down and out. I feel like you are maybe somebody that you made others feel like they weren't alone in this world if they were going through something. But they let others influence them and judge you, and in following that, it's like an energy. People understand now, once you cross that line, you got to stay there with you. There is no point of return. So when you betray, you better make sure that this is something that you're going to stick to, because the collective is definitely not going to be in the same place that they were a month ago, a day ago. You know what I'm saying? Just like the moon transitions every 2 to 3 days. That's why it rules over emotions. That's why it's Cancer energy, and Cancer is the most emotional sign of the water signs and in the zodiac. So just think about that, especially you collective. Your feelings, they gonna change every other day here, and it's one thing that's gonna stay the same though, and that's your integrity. Yes, your moral code, and it's one that you follow. And it's clear. It's one you're going to go to the grave with. What else we got? Ace of Wands, baby. Play with it or get lost. Big Aries energy. This is you making your mind up on something, and whether it's a small step or a giant. And in this case, it's a giant one with the Ace of Wands. This is an energy of, I feel like you are hungry when it comes to people looking on the outside in. And I say that in a sense of you make things happen. There could be nothing going on with you one day, and the next day, poof, there's all this stuff that you've been creating, or that you've written, or that you've composed, or that you've drawn, or, painted, or crafted, or built. It's like an energy of you being able, you're just that great when it comes, I feel like, just in general, being a well-rounded individual here. And it's starting to pique some's interest, or maybe they saw it all along here, and then they have talked about it in secret, but now you're making things come to fruition, or you are evolving like that caterpillar that it becomes the butterfly. It's that type of energy. And it's manifesting at a much higher speed, or a much faster speed than I guess it would appear than before, but it is definitely being respected. But I feel like I mentioned, this is secret. This is things that they don't want you to know. They don't want to share with you. They don't want it to be you. They don't want you to have it, especially if this is something before someone else, or you are exuding the type of energy that is better than those who have been doing something before you, because the Empress is, like I said, someone who's very craftful and a master manifester. Anything that she touches, there is birth of beauty, it's Venus. Venus rules over attractions, our desires, things that we are most attracted to here. Okay. And that's you, the collective, and people may have an energy of not wanting it to be you, like I mentioned, or not wanting to have nice things to say about you or to respect you. But Page of Wands, you know, you started from a small fry and now you made something happen. It's fire energy. You know, it's the potential in you. It's just like, if you look here, there's this one branch, right? And you're going to take this leaf and grow it out, that leaf and grow it out, that leaf and grow it out. You know, this is what's happening in front of everyone's faces. You know, it's amazing. You know, and until you get all the way up here to this ace. Something very magical about your collective. You're electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Oh. All right. The Chariot, Cancer energy. And what were we just talking about, you Cancer? Hey, how are you? Ten of Swords is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. Gemini energy. Okay. It will be said about you, you know, sticks and stones may break my bones, baby, but the words, you don't have to try harder than that. You know, I feel like they have tried to try harder than that. Ten of Swords, the Moon card, is what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck. You know, this is all type of ritual, dark magic. I mean, wishing death on you. This wishing your throat chakra out. Are you just wishing that you have no voice? I would say that that's what's being whispered about you as well here. You know, as well. You know, if people were able to get away with things and nobody would know, I feel like this is an energy of that against you here. You know, this is how someone feels. You know, I hate to have to say this, but shit, this is what this means. Okay? Doesn't mean it's gonna happen, you know. Protected you are. It's the Chariot. So you're somebody that's bigger than that. You're bolder than that. And that's why you will propel forward. That's why it's being said, you know, no matter what someone throws at you, you keep going. And not only going, but successfully going. Just like that Energizer bunny, baby. And I would think on a motorcycle, you could go pretty fast. With the yin and the yang. Keeping you in balance, keeping you in sync. It's like might be said about you that under pressure, like you're still the magician. You're still pulling rabbits out your hat. You know, they may not even be able to pull your poker face, you know, or call it. It's the energy that I'm giving. Got the Lovers here, his Gemini energy. You know, I feel like it's also being said that they don't realize or didn't realize that there were two sides to you. You know, not to say that you're low vibrational on one side, but it's just like you don't play your cards or you don't play your hand up front. You know, you soak in what you need and then you go from there, you know, and I feel like lovers from the past could still pillow talk or feel away in their feelings because they feel like they were cheated out. You moved on quick or, you know, they didn't. It's like the player feeling like they got robbed. Okay, like you stole their heart. You were the thief in the night, you know. You were the player in a sense here. This is what I'm getting like. Or people from your past, like loved ones or in general, I feel like now they got robbed. Like now that they see you moving on and continuing and prospering, you know, loving yourself most importantly here. That's the I feel like the main that's in the Empress is still at the bottom of the deck. I feel like that's like the main issue here as well. You know, it's like, how dare you not share that side with me? How dare you not tell me you could do that, or you had ideas like that, or, you know, that you were this generous, or they played themselves, you know, and now they gotta to feel it each and every time they see a picture of you, they hear about you, You know, their heart chakras got to take a little flutter for a second there. A little Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, like a Fred Sanford moment for him. Yeah, I mean, look how the angel is clutching, clutching her heart. Hey, man. You're the real deal, collective. That's what will be said, because this is the lovers. This is the real deal in the deck right here. This is the angels and spirits blessing over you, okay? Whether this is you or with somebody else, you know, you were the total package to, I feel like, more than one. I'm not saying like you're loose or anything in the past, but you know, it's could be all type of relationships. Doesn't have to just be. But whatever you do, you know, it's your business. Just protect yourself, okay, collective, and go to the doctor. That's all I ask. Page of Cups. All right, this is Pisces energy. It's like, yeah, there's something very youthful, I feel like, or there's a side to you that you don't like display to everybody, especially, and it's your vulnerable side. I know, especially for an Aries, man, it's hard, you know, for you to even want to be vulnerable in front of somebody. Like, it's you militant with the shit, you know, feelings. No, you didn't hurt my feelings, you know, but you could be real sensitive, a big crybaby. And oddly, at times where you're really not even supposed to be a crybaby, and I don't know, I'm getting that for somebody. Like, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy. So, like I said, man, I feel like, have proven a lot of people wrong, and yourself as one of those individuals, because you could be hard on yourself, collective. And this is you showcasing you and your North Node. You know, you rolling your destiny forward. People are saying that you do have dreams and aspirations and goals that you are able to put together and bring to fruition into the pentacle world here in the 3D physical world, and start from the fifth, sixth dimension here, you know, with the spark, the inspiration from spirit, and bring it down here and move it forward. You know, you're somebody who I feel like is being looked at as more of a broader character, you know, especially mentally. You're somebody who is more creative, more intelligent, more, I don't know what else word to use, like multifaceted than others, than you lead on to be. It's like a lot of people feel cheated. But guess what? That wheel keeps on rolling. Just like Tina Turner said in that song. We rolling. Rolling on the river, baby. And everybody, I mean, unfortunately, people burn their bridges. But I, for one, don't personally feel like this is an energy where you purposely let anybody on. All right, this is way too many. People don't like to take accountability for their actions and the parts that they play in situations, you know. And then you are, you know, just like you're the first to experience things, I feel like when people encounter you, it may be the first major lesson, one of the major life lessons that they end up taking with them to the grave. All right, give me one more, Spirit, and I'm going to close the reading out. Oh, my God, we're almost 20 minutes in, you guys. Oops. I didn't mean to do this. All right, give me one more, Spirit. Strength card, Leo energy, Death card, Scorpio energy. Like I said, you know, people burn their own bridges up. And when it's time to cut, they understand, like, you're going to stand on business. You somebody that is gentle, but a beast at heart. And well balanced in both chakras. And I feel like that's what really makes people really feel intense towards you and keep it to themselves because they're afraid of rejection. And what you really will come out and tell them. So they just talk about it in secret, in private, in a place where it'll never get to you. All right, I'm going to leave this reading here. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages from me. I've got work to do. All right, ciao.